Hey, what's up, guys? My name is John, and I'm an emergency medicine PA. Welcome to my channel. I've currently been working in the emergency department for 6 years, going on 7. And unfortunately, the emergency department gets a bad rap because it tends to be one of those specialties where people can burn out. It is very stressful, it is very chaotic. And so sometimes people hear these recommendations or they really want to go work in an emergency department, but they're not really sure if they should do so. And this video is for PAs and NPs out there who are maybe considering emergency medicine as your specialty of choice. So I'm going to share some reasons why I chose to work in the emergency department and some reasons why I like emergency medicine. The first reason why I enjoy emergency medicine is that no 2 days are the same. If you work in a subspecialty, you might get bored and used to seeing the same sort of encounters all day, every single day. However, the emergency department presents you with some interesting cases, plus you need to stay sharp medically and keep a wide set of problem-solving skills, and that helps keep things exciting. One case might be a neurologic complaint. The next case you pick up can be abdominal pain, cardiopulmonary issue. Someone might need suturing or an abscess to be drained. The day goes on, and every single day there's something different. Another reason why I enjoy the emergency department and emergency medicine is the schedule and flexibility. For most of my ER jobs in the past, I was only working 3 or 4 days a week, which allows you extra time during your day-to-day and your week to get things done. It's also nice that usually with working in an ER, there are a variety of shifts. I am not a morning person. I have never been a morning person. And with my ER jobs, I typically would work second shift and start somewhere between 11 a.m. or 3 p.m. That's when I start my workday. That allows me basically every single day I could sleep in, guys. That is so nice for me. I could sleep and wake up when I naturally wake up. Another positive is just the overall flexibility of working shift work and sort of having a cohort of staff members that can do the same job. If I need a few days off for a wedding, a vacation, or just need to recharge, I can trade shifts or block off time a month in advance. There are no regular patients, there's no follow-ups, there's no appointments needed to reschedule. That means any and all of your coworkers and colleagues can take your shift, show up, see the patients, and go on to see their family. And since I'm there and it's shift work, I swipe in and out. If I am there later than I need to be, I get paid for it. I never take any work home with me. I mean, there's no on call for an emergency department and there's no charting at home for me. I do everything on shift and then I clock out and I go home. Family life. People think that the emergency department will lead to great strain with your family, your friends, or your dating life. I'll tell you that friends and family get used to you working in an emergency department. When I look at a calendar, I see weekends and holidays as just normal days on a 365-day calendar. In fact, ERs sometimes reward you for working on weekends and holidays. For instance, I basically get paid 2.2 times my hourly rate to work a holiday. So do you think I'm shedding a tear if I am in the emergency department on 4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day? Guys, I'm there. Like, send me in. They're going to pay me extra. Some people that work in ERs get paid extra for the weekends. Some people get a night shift differential. Sometimes there are inconveniences to life, but there are monetary incentives behind those inconveniences. So I know the schedule and flexibility is a big portion of this video, but I mean, it's a big reason why I think some people are drawn to the ER. In terms of scheduling and flexibility, I personally find that the shift times work for me. I do not mind working holidays because they usually pay me more money. And just overall, it's nice to be able to trade shifts and not worry about it. Also, since the department is large, you don't have a patient panel, anybody can do the job. So if you are blocking off a week or two for a vacation, nobody bats an eye. Before I give you guys more reasons, please hit that like button down below. Really helps the channel out so much, really helps us get seen by more people on YouTube. Thank you. Another reason why I like the emergency department is because short of frequent flyers, you do not really need to keep track of anybody. There are no medication refills, there are no on-call times, there are no follow-up appointments. Really, most people go months or years between visits. And as an ER provider, I don't go on Reddit and complain that, it's annoying that somebody has been late to their appointment or that they are overbooking my schedule because, let's be honest, there are no appointments to begin with. And best of all, I mean, if there's any reason why you should love working in emergency medicine and not some other specialty, is I never have to call and speak to an insurance company, an insurance agent, a prior authorization that is never on my radar. I do not have to deal with it. Tools and tests. You have the ability to order a wide range of tests. Doesn't necessarily mean that they'll all be done, but you have, some option and some sort of leeway. My final reason for why I like working in an emergency department as a PA, as an MP, it would probably be the pay, because working in an emergency department is one of the highest paying specialties for PAs and NPs. Every year, I am sharing with you guys how much money I make. I think last year I broke down the amount of time that I spent in the ER versus how much I was paid for it, and I basically averaged out to above $100 an hour. I don't live in California or somewhere crazy. It's a pretty good pay versus a lot of other specialties. And you guys can check my older content where I had per diem gigs paying me $120, $140 an hour as a PA in an emergency department. Being in the ER is a broad and general sense of medicine. You're not like just boxing yourself into one specialty. You're just keeping that broad range of skills and knowledge. That is one advantage that maybe urgent care, the ER, critical care would have over something like dermatology. And since you have that broad knowledge base, you could go work in other ERs, or you can go pick up an urgent care gig and moonlight for a little extra. Yeah, everybody's talking about passive income and stuff. Hey, I run 2 YouTube channels. I know a little thing about passive income, but nothing compares to just picking up an extra shift. I mean, one extra shift can literally pay for a year's worth of ad money from this YouTube channel. Like, it is not even on the same level. If you guys are out there, you want to hustle and you want to go make some money, going to the ER is a good idea. Let me just give you guys a quick summary of my thoughts, because maybe some sections are longer than others. I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression. First and foremost, you should join the emergency department. Go into emergency medicine if you enjoy the medicine, types of cases that come in through the door, interesting cases, the problem solving that you need, the broad set of skills, and just general knowledge that you need. I mean, that is first and foremost the reason why you would want to do this. With that comes shift flexibility, comes, the ability to actually like work hard, play hard. Like, that's kind of how I see the ER. When you're there, you are expected to work. You will do a good job. You will see people in their time of need and you will meet those needs, but you also get to enjoy life outside of work. It's a really good balance. And what goes with enjoying life outside of work means having a schedule that you enjoy, having days off to go do your hobbies and chores and whatever else you need to do, spend time with your family, and that play component is money. I mean, at the end of the day, we are showing up to help people, but you're also there compensated for your time, and the ER delivers in that regard too. Working in an emergency department is not all sunshine and butterflies. I'm not saying it's for everyone. I think for a group of people, there's nothing else you would rather do. And if you do an ER job and you feel like it's not for you, it might not be for you. I'm just telling you guys some reasons why. There are people that do this for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and those are some of the reasons. Leave a comment down below. If you have worked in an emergency department and you love it or hate it, leave a comment down below. It would be very helpful for people who are researching this topic as well. And guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.